Hi guys, I've been monitoring this, gender war on YouTube between, black men and black women, but I came across something that made me sick to my stomach. I was looking at reading performance of students, especially grade 8 students, and what I found was that in English reading, just reading at a grade 8 level, proficient grade 8 level, only 38% of black students were reading in North Carolina at a basic proficient level. 38%. And this was prior to the pandemic. It got worse after the pandemic. And 33% of black students were able to do math at a basic level. So what we're saying is 67% of black students cannot do basic math. And we're saying 62% of black students cannot read a newspaper, because newspapers were always written at a grade 8 level. That's the basic way in which they read. So they cannot read a newspaper and comprehend. What that means is many black parents are failing. And this is something that I can't understand, why the focus is not on helping these children. Why the focus is not on, and this is where I have a big problem with the black manosphere. When you don't play and participate in your children's lives, when you don't support the mothers of your children, this is the result. And for the women, a lot of times it's just bad choices. And choosing men, not because they will make great fathers, but choosing men that may give you a tingle in your leg. Choosing men that are tall and attractive. That, it's two different things to be physically attractive and to be a good father and partner. Now, I know that there is a scarcity of these so-called good fathers and good partners. But what we're looking at is when these fathers abandon these children to these mothers, you're left in a very precarious position where you have children that basically need resources, need help, need stability. And if you can't provide these children stability and the help and resources, this is the result. So these students, it's almost like, when you look at it, just take a quick look at reading. If you are going to tell me that 62% of these children cannot read at a proficient level, this means that those guys, where are they going to work? Like this, the only place that they could possibly work is in fast food or, doing some simple tasks which does not require any form of comprehension. That means that they will be relegated, many of them, to being outside of the middle class or at the bottom of the middle class. Math, we are speaking on microphones, we're using YouTube, we're using Google, we're using Apple, all technology. And if these students cannot do well at math, then they're locked outside of the back end of developing this technology, participating in becoming, data scientists, software engineers, doctors, lawyers. They are locked out of that. And when you look at these results and you look at the comparison, in one situation in reading, Asians were doing 75% of them were doing well. They had the basic skills. 75% versus, for us, we're looking at 38%. That's stark. That's a stark difference. And these are the things that if it's not focused on, what we're going to end up with is, a pattern of children failing. So in looking at all of this, I've come to the conclusion that the focus needs to be shifted from, finding a mate, black male pathology, weaves and bald heads. The focus needs to be on being better parents. Because if that's not the focus for us, what's going to happen is, children will grow up and they will likely fail. So something to think about, guys. Thanks.